Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today episode we're going to be looking at a software company. The company is called C3.Ai. C3.Ai is one of those companies that ordinarily you might not be aware of it, you might not know it because you're not likely to be using their product directly. You know, their product, a lot of other companies ranging from the aviation industry, Microsoft, Adobe, a lot of other companies actually wrote on their platform. They have one or two things to do with them. You know, it's an artificial intelligence software, so you might not really have something to do with it directly, but a lot of other companies that you know. The earnings, they actually missed their EPS, though they beat the revenue slightly. But the main thing about this software company is that it was one of those companies that actually did well during the lockdown, and immediately after the lockdown, I own the share. I have considerable numbers of the shares. I'm not happy with the stock. I mean, with the business entirely, because one, the last 1 year or so, it has been trending down. I mean, the price has been falling, the price of the stock, even though at the time I actually got it, the valuation was right for me, but I think I missed it somewhere along the line when the situation changes. I didn't react faster. I just kept on buying the dip, and but they've slightly beat their revenue, but they missed their the EPS, and this company has been trending down. C3.Ai. C3.Ai Q4 2022 revenue is 72.32 million. The estimate is 71.27 million. The EPS is 0.21, while the estimate is actually 0.29. Let's have a look at the earning transcript. Let's see the balance sheet for this quarter. Let's see the cash flow and the income statement. Let us see what the guidance would look like for 2023. Also, let's have a look at the technical chart. As I said, the stock has been trending down the last 1 year. Let's see the price action. Let's see what we can get, if there's any information we can get from it. Let's have a look at it. Let's do that. So guys, here is a website for C3.Ai. C3.Ai. The evolution of browser-based UI testing at C3.Ai. As you can see, this is not an ordinary software company that a man on the street will just recognize. Anyway, let's go on to their earnings, the Q4 2022. C3.Ai announced fourth quarter and full year fiscal 2022 financial results. Let's go straight down. Okay, let's start from here. Mr. Sibyl added, our strong fiscal 2022 performance further strengthened our position as a global leader in enterprise AI market and set the stage for growth in fiscal 2023. Fourth quarter fiscal 2022 financial highlight. Let's look at the highlight. Revenue, total revenue for the quarter was 72.3 million, in an increase of 38% compared to 52.3 million 1 year ago. Subscription revenue for the quarter was 56.3 million, an increase of 31% compared to 43.1 million a year ago. Gross profit gap profit for the year was 55.0 million, representing a 76% gross margin compared to 40 points. As you can see, they are showing higher, better. Remaining performance obligation, net loss per share. Net loss per share was 0.55 cents compared to 0.24 1 year ago. So this was where they missed it. Free cash flow for Q4 was 14.8. When you see bracket is negative million, at 54% improvement from 32.2 million 1 year ago. Cash reserves with 999 92.2 million in cash. Cash equivalent and investment, we believe C3.Ai is well positioned to sustain equity market turbulence and to continue to invest in growth through enterprise AI innovation and sales expansion. Full year 2022 financial highlight. Let's go straight down into um, the balance sheet. That's where I would really want us to have a look. Here is the guidance. Yeah, let's a quick glance at the guidance. Our guidance includes the GAAP and non-GAAP financial measures. The following table summarizes C3.Ai guidance for first quarter and full year 2023, 56.0 to 65.0 stroke 67. That's for the full year will be 308 to 316. Non-GAAP will be 23 to 28, 76 to 86. A reconciliation of gap guidance measure for corresponding gap measure is not available. Forward looking, let's go into um, the the balance sheet. The balance sheet is what I really want you to see. Excellent. Here is it. Um, Condensed consolidated statement of operation in thousand except per share data. Revenue, subscription 56 compared to last year it was better. Professional services 16 compared to last year it was better. Cost of revenue, subscription is 12.95, slightly higher than last year. Total cost of revenue 17.3, here is 11. You can see that it's also higher. Let's move down to um, let's move down to the balance sheet. This is the balance sheet. Current asset, cash and equivalent, 339 compared to the same time period last year. They are they fare better. Property and equipment, you can see it was an increase. Goodwill, can you imagine? Goodwill, 625, 625. Goodwill. Liabilities and stockholder other equity. Let's look at the total current liability. The total current liability is 150 million compared to last year is 124 million. This is what you need to look at. The current total liability. Now, total liability is 181 compared to that is an increase compared to the same time last year. Let's now look at the cash flow. Cash flow, statement of cash flow. I want to actually see the free cash flow. If there's anything they stated like free cash flow. However, I'm not seeing that here. I think here we have cash flow from investing activity. When you see bracket, that's negative. Cash flow from financing, proceed from initial public offering and private net of underwriting discount. Net cash flow. Here is what you see cash equivalent and restricted cash at the end of the period 352 thousands compared to last year, slightly better. I mean, it was better. It more than slightly. Here, let's go in thousand except reconciliation. Okay, the reconciliation here. Look at the figures. Um, Weighted average shares. That that's what I like to see. There are specific figures and items that are okay. Cost of subscription, cost of professional services. 3 months ended in April. 3 months ended in that's for last year. Okay, that's 2021. Cost of subscription here. Okay, non-gap as you can see is a bit higher here as well. Let's go back to cash flow. Under the um, cash flow, total cash supplement disclosure. Um, they're not stating their free cash flow. It could be stated as net cash flow, but here it's not even there. Cash and cash equivalent restricted at the end of it 325. We've seen that earlier. Total cash and cash equivalent, that's the same amount. We've seen that earlier. Um, Proceed from exercise of Class A common stock. The proceed is 20,000. It's not huge. It's not huge. Net cash provided used in investing 317. Then look at the breakdowns here. Proceed from repayment of shareholder loan, payment of deferred cash flow. There's no free cash flow here, guys. Let's move on to the technical chart for price action. Technical chart for C3.Ai. We're looking at the chart on this is a daily chart, and you can see that the last two candles here are strong bullish candles. However, there's a gap down between here and here, but the two last candles here are strong bullish candle, and we are actually trading above 20-day moving average, and we are slightly above 50-day moving average on a daily chart. But this stock, don't be fluked by the candles. It has been trending down for over a long time, over a year, because I own this stock in my portfolio, and I can tell you that I certainly regretted not selling them or disposing them on time. You know, my average price on this stock is about $44. The first time I bought this stock was around $65 or so. That was in early 2021, and ever since then I have averaged down. Anyway, let's go on the weekly chart. As you can see, this stock has been nothing but disappointing. It has been dropping, since 2021. As I said, 2021 August or so. As you can see, the all-time high was 180. Let's see what it has dropped from the all-time high. That's 52 weeks high. Till date, it has dropped 87%, 88. One of those stocks that I regretted having on my portfolio, and I'm saying it, I have it, and I regret it. I don't want you guys to do the same. So be careful on this stock. Yeah, I mean, you might still do your valuation, because I actually got it very expensive. It was during we're just coming out of a lockdown, and it was one of those stocks that actually did well during the lockdown. A lot of platform apps rode on this software. It's a software company, and I mean AI, artificial intelligence, different kind of software. All the companies that actually run on this platform, most of them are actually down significantly. So be careful on these stocks. You have seen it, it's trending down. My average price, as I said, is around $45 or $44 because I actually average down. The price is more or less about $15 now. It might be a good time for you to do your valuation and see if you can get it. However, guys, be careful. Do not just buy this stock because you watch a YouTube channel. I'm not going to be there when things go wrong, So don't take my word and go and buy it now. Do your valuation. Also, please keep on subscribing for on our channel. Give us some likes if you have enjoyed our video. I'm actually thinking about these days maybe we'll start chipping some funny stuffs because you guys are not liking it enough, so maybe you would begin to respond on that. Thank you for watching our video. Thank you. Please call again.